Students, today we will do classification of acids and bases. On the basis of sources of acid, they are of two types, organic acid and inorganic acid. Organic acids are derived from plant and inorganic acids, they are derived from minerals. Example of organic acids are citric acid, oxalic acid, tartaric acid and acetic acid. Inorganic acids, they are acid derived from minerals. They are also called mineral acids. An example is sulfuric acid, nitric acid and hydrochloric acid. Now on the basis of molecular composition of an acid, acids are of two types, hydroacid and oxyacid. Acid containing hydrogen and non-metallic elements other than oxygen. Here chlorine, bromine and iodine are non-metallic oxygen other than oxygen. Example is hydrochloric acid, hydrogen bromide and hydrogen iodide. They do not contain oxygen atom. Oxyacids, acid containing hydrogen, other element and oxygen. Hydrogen, other element and oxygen. Example is nitric acid and sulfuric acid. Now, on the basis of strength of acids and bases. Strength of an acid depends on concentration of hydronium ions present in an aqueous solution of an acid, whereas strength of an alkali depends on the concentration of hydroxyl ion present in the aqueous solution of an alkali. Strength of an acid depends upon the concentration of hydronium ion and the strength of an alkali depends upon the concentration of hydroxyl ions. Now, strong acid and strong alkali. Strong acid dissociates completely. Strong alkali dissociates completely. Strong acid, high concentration of hydrogen ion or hydronium ion. And here in strong alkali, there is high concentration of hydroxyl ions. Here, sulfuric acid, when dissolved in water, it gives 2 hydronium ion and sulfate ion. Nitric acid, when dissolved in water, it gives 1 hydronium ion and 1 nitrite ion. Example of strong acids, sulfuric acid, nitric acid and hydrochloric acid. Now strong alkali dissociate almost completely, high concentration of hydroxyl ions. So here sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, aqueous solution, they gives the in sodium hydroxide, it gives sodium ions and hydroxyl ion, and the potassium hydroxide is this potassium ion and hydroxyl ion. Lithium, sodium and potassium hydroxide are example of strong alkali. Now weak acid and weak alkali. Weak acid dissociate partially in aqueous solution. Similarly, weak alkali dissociate partially in aqueous solution. Weak acid, low concentration of hydrogen ion or hydronium ion. Weak alkali, low concentration of hydroxyl ions. Here acetic acid dissociates to give 1 acetate ion and 1 hydrogen ion. Example of weak acid is citric acid, formic acid, tartaric acid and acetic acid. And in weak alkali, ammonium hydroxide aqueous solution gives ammonium ion and 1 hydroxyl ion. Example of weak alkali is ammonium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide. Now, on the basis of basicity of acids and acidity of bases. Now, basicity of an acid can be defined as the number of hydronium ion that can be produced by the ionization of one molecule of that acid in aqueous solution, or number of hydroxyl ion with which one molecule of an acid combines. Again, I am repeating, basicity of an acid can be defined as the number of hydronium ions that can be produced by the ionization of one molecule of that acid in aqueous solution, or number of hydroxyl ion with which one molecule of an acid combines. Now acidity of bases, the number of hydroxyl ions which can be produced per molecule of base in aqueous solution, or the number of hydrogen ions with which a molecule of a base combine. Again I am repeating, the number of hydroxyl ion which can be produced per molecule of a base in aqueous solution, or the number of hydrogen ions with which a molecule of a base combine. Now on the basis of basicity of an acid, first is monobasic acid, and on the basis of acidity of bases, monoacidic base. Here the basicity is 1 and here the acidity is 1. Acid which on ionization in water produce 1 hydronium ion per molecule of an acid. Here the base that associate molten fused state on aqueous solution to produce 1 hydroxyl ion per molecule of that base. Here it ionizes one step, forms only one normal salt. They dissociate in one step. Here you will see a normal salt is formed, that is sodium chloride. Example of monobasic acids are dibasic acid, hydrogen bromide, nitric acid, hydrogen iodide, and acetic acid. Example of monobasic acids are hydrogen bromide, nitric acid, hydrogen iodide, and acetic acid. And here in monoacidic bases, they dissociate in one step. Sodium hydroxide aqueous solution gives 1 sodium ion and 1 hydroxide ions. Hydroxyl ion 1. Example of monoacidic bases are ammonium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, and potassium hydroxide. Now dibasic acid and diacidic base. Dibasic acid, basicity is 2. Diacidic base, acidity is 2. Here basicity is 2, here acidity is 2. Acid ionized in water produce 2 hydronium ions per molecule of an acid, and it ionizes in 2 steps. Here the base dissociates in molten state or in aqueous solution to produce 2 hydroxyl ions per molecule of the base. They dissociates in one step in aqueous solution. Here sulfuric acid plus water, 1 hydronium ion and 1 bisulfate ion. Here hydrogen sulfate and water gives 1 hydronium ion and 1 sulfate ion. Summing up, it's crossed here, 1 sulfuric acid, 2 molecules of water and 2 molecules of hydronium ions and 1 sulfate ion. Here carbonic acid dissolved water, 1 hydronium ion and 1 bicarbonate. Then this bicarbonate reacts with water, it forms hydronium ion and carbonate ion, and here this will cancel. 1 carbonic acid react with 2 molecules of water, it gives hydronium ion, it gives 2 hydronium ion and 1 carbonate ion. This is carbonic acid here. Now here the dissociation is in one single step. Copper hydroxide in aqueous solution and calcium hydroxide in aqueous solution, reversible reaction is there. Copper hydroxide will form copper ion plus 2 hydroxyl ion, and calcium hydroxide in aqueous solution is a reversible reaction. Both of them are reversible reaction. It gives calcium ions and 2 hydroxyl ions. Now dibasic acid have 2 replaceable hydrogen ion, therefore they forms 1 acidic salt and 1 normal salt. So here sodium hydroxide react with sulfuric acid to form a acidic salt, that is sodium hydrogen sulfate and water. In second, you will see that a normal salt is formed, that is sodium sulfate. It is a normal salt. Now here the example of dibasic acids. Now the example of dibasic acids are carbonic acid, that is H2CO3, then sulfurous acid, then oxalic acid, and sulfuric acid. These are the example of dibasic acid. Now the example of diacidic base. Example of diacidic base are calcium hydroxide, zinc hydroxide, and copper hydroxide. Now tribasic acid, basicity is 3. Tribasic acid, basicity is 3. Triacidic base, acidity is 3. Tribasic acid, basicity is 3. Triacidic acid, acidity is 3. Now acid which on ionization in water produce 3 hydronium ion per molecule of an acid. And triacidic base that associates in aqueous solution to produce 3 hydroxyl ions per molecule of the base. They ionize in 3 steps, and here they ionize a single step in aqueous solution. Here there are 3 replaceable hydroxyl ion per molecule of the base. Now here phosphoric acid, when dissolved in water, it gives 1 hydronium ion and 1 dihydrogen phosphate. When this dihydrogen phosphate dissolved in water, it gives 1 hydronium ion and 1 hydrogen phosphate. When this 1 hydrogen phosphate dissolved in water, it gives 1 hydronium ion and 1 phosphate ion. So here cancel. So 3 molecule of phosphoric acid, 3 molecules of water, 1, 2, 3. Then we will give 3 molecules of hydronium ions and 1 molecules of phosphate ion. Here 2 different acidic salt and 1 normal salt is formed. Here there is 3 replaceable hydrogen ions, and here there are 3 replaceable hydroxyl ions. The example of triacidic base is aluminum hydroxide and ferric hydroxide. Both of them are water insoluble. Aluminum hydroxide and ferric hydroxide. Now here in tribasic acids, 3 salts are formed. 2 is acidic salt and 1 is normal salt. Here this is the acidic salt, this is also acidic salt. Then acidic salt is monosodium dihydrogen phosphate. Monosodium dihydrogen phosphate. Here disodium hydrogen phosphate. These 2 are acidic salt. I am again repeating: monosodium dihydrogen phosphate, disodium hydrogen phosphate. Both of them are acidic salt. And here trisodium phosphate is a normal salt. So in tribasic acid, 3 type of salt are produced. One is normal salt and other 2 are acidic salt. Here I have given monosodium dihydrogen phosphate, disodium hydrogen phosphate, trisodium phosphate. Now carbonic acid. Carbonic acid is a weak mineral acid. Carbonic acid contains ion as well as molecule. Carbonic acid turns blue litmus pink. Carbonic acid is non-corrosive, so it is used in a soft drinks. Understood? Then anhydrous acetic acid on cooling forms crystal of glacial acetic acid. Anhydrous acetic acid on cooling forms the crystal of glacial acetic acid. Now here acetic acid, it has 4 hydrogen atom, 3 here and 1, 4 hydrogen atom. ठीक है, one molecule of acetic acid there are 4 hydrogen atom, 3 and 1, 4 hydrogen atoms. But then also it is a monobasic, because it is monobasic. It is monobasic because it molecules ionizes, liberating one hydronium ion. It is monobasic because its molecule ionizes, liberating only one hydronium ion. Again I am repeating, acetic acid, it has 4 atoms in its molecule, but then also it is a monobasic because its molecule ionizes by liberating only one hydronium ions. Now here H3PO3 is a dibasic acid. Why? What is the reason? Because here you can see the hydrogen atom which are attached to the oxygen atom are replaceable, whereas the hydrogen atom which is directly attached to the phosphorus atom, they are not replaceable. Therefore, it is a dibasic acid. Again, I am repeating, because the hydrogen atom which are attached to the oxygen, they are replaceable, whereas the hydrogen atom which is directly attached to the phosphorus atom, it is not replaceable. Now, in order to dilute an acid, we pour acid into a water in a small amount and we stir it continuously. What is the reason behind it? And because H2 is not added to acid, because it is highly exothermic process. ठीक है, बहुत ही exothermic process है. Large amount of heat is produced, and this heat produced can break the container. It can splash an acidic solution and which can be fatal to a person. Again, I am repeating, because it is an exothermic process, a large amount of heat is produced. The container may break, splashing of acidic solution may occur, and which can be fatal to the person. What does strength of an acid means? What is strength of an acid? The strength of an acid is a concentration. It is a measure of concentration of hydronium ion it produces in its aqueous solution. Again, I am repeating, strength of an acid is the measure of concentration of hydronium ion it produces in its aqueous solution. Therefore, the dilute hydrochloric acid is stronger than highly concentrated acetic acid. Very important. Dilute hydrochloric acid is stronger than highly concentrated acetic acid. Thank you, student.